Assalamualaikum and have a good day everyone. The objective of this project is to plan, coordinate and manage the wedding of Tony and Peggy Sue as a formal project scheduled to take place on the 30th of June. The project involved the organisation of an outdoor wedding ceremony and reception for approximately 300 guests, including immediate family members, extended relatives, friends and college acquaintances. By applying structured project management principles, this project ensures that all required wedding activities are clearly identified, properly sequenced and executed within the stipulated time frame. The objective is to deliver a well-organized event that meets the expectation of the couple while maintaining efficiency and control throughout the planning process. Another key objective of the project is to ensure that the wedding is carried out within the financial capability of the couple. As Tony and Peggy Sue are the primary financial contributors, effective budgeting, cost control and resource allocation are emphasized to avoid unnecessary expenses while still achieving the desired quality and scale of the wedding. In addition, the project aims to coordinate effectively with external vendors such as catering, decoration, music, photography, and official services. Proper vendor coordination is essential to ensure the successful execution of both the wedding ceremony and reception. The project also focuses on managing stakeholder involvement and expectations, particularly among family members from both sides. Effective communication and coordination are essential to minimize conflicts and ensure that the wedding reflects the vision of the couple while respecting family participation. Overall, the objective of this project is to deliver a well-coordinated, memorable, and successful wedding event that is completed on time and within budget. Several assumptions have been made in planning the wedding project of Tony and Peggy Sue to ensure that the project can be executed smoothly and efficiently. These assumptions define the conditions under which the project planning is carried out. First, it is assumed that the wedding date on the 30th of June is fixed and will not change. All project scheduling and planning activities are therefore based on this confirmed date. Second, it is assumed that the estimated number of guests will be approximately 300 people. These assumptions serve as the basis for planning venue capacity, catering requirements, seating arrangements, and overall logistics. Third, it is assumed that Tony and Peggy Sue are the primary financial contributors to the wedding project. Budget planning and cost control decisions are therefore made accordingly to their financial capability without reliance on external financial support. Next, it is assumed that all selected vendors, including catering, decoration, music, photography, and official services, are reliable and capable of delivering their services as agreed. Vendor availability and performance are expected to remain consistent throughout the project duration. Another assumption is that key family members from both sides will cooperate and actively participate in the planning process. Any differences in opinions or traditions are assumed to be resolved through effective communication and coordination. Finally, it is assumed that external factors such as weather conditions, venue availability, and legal marriage requirements will not significantly disrupt the project. For the outdoor wedding, it is assumed that suitable contingency arrangements are in place to manage unforeseen circumstances. In conclusion, these assumptions provide a foundation for effective project planning and decision-making. Any changes to these assumptions may require adjustments to the project plan, schedule,
Hello
or
everyone, in
budget.
this presentation, I will be explaining the work breakdown structure or WBS for case study 2, which is Tony and Peggy Sue's wedding planning project. The purpose of this WBS is to break down the wedding into smaller and more manageable components so that the planning process can be organized clearly and responsibilities can be properly assigned. At level 0, the overall project is called wedding planning execution. This represents the entire wedding project, which is jointly managed by Tony and Peggy Sue from the initial planning stage until the wedding day itself. At level 1, the project is divided into 5 major phases. These phases are initial wedding preparation, ceremony preparation, reception preparation, guest and bridal party management, and wedding day execution. Each of these phases represent a key part of the wedding planning process and help structure the project in a logical sequence. The first phase is initial wedding preparation. This phase focuses on early planning decisions that shape the entire wedding. Budget planning is handled by Tony, who is responsible for estimating the total wedding cost. This is important to ensure the wedding remains within financial limits. Wedding concept planning is handled by Peggy Sue, who decides on the wedding size and theme. This decision helps define the overall style and scale of the wedding. The second phase is ceremony preparation. This phase includes all tasks related to organizing the wedding ceremony itself. Venue arrangement is handled by Tony, who is responsible for booking the ceremony venue. Official arrangement is managed by Carmela, who confirms the official, reflecting her strong involvement in family and church matters. Peggy Sue is responsible for preparing the ceremony schedule, which ensures that ceremony follows a clear and organized program on the wedding day. The third phase is reception preparation. This phase focuses on planning the wedding reception. Catering arrangement is overseen by Carmela, with the catering vendor responsible for confirming the catering service. Decoration and flowers planning is handled by Mildred, who finalizes the decoration theme based on her experience with traditional weddings. Entertainment arrangement is managed by Tony, who arranges the music and entertainment to ensure guests are entertained during the reception. The fourth phase is guest and bridal party management. This phase deals with managing the people involved in the wedding. Guest management is coordinated by Peggy Sue, who handles the invitation and manages RSVPs, while Carmela prepares the guest list for the family side. Bridal party arrangement is handled by Peggy Sue together with Tony, where they will assign bridesmaid, the matron of honor, and the best man. This ensures that the roles within the wedding party are clearly defined. The final phase is wedding day execution. This phase focuses on ensuring that everything runs smoothly on the actual wedding day. Event coordination is managed by Peggy Sue, who oversees both ceremony and reception according to the plan. Issues handling is managed by Camila, who takes a responsibility for resolving any last-minute issues that may arise on the wedding day. In conclusion, this work breakdown structure clearly breaks down the wedding project from level 0 to level 3, aligns with the case study, and assigns responsibility based on each individual's role. By using this structured approach, Tony and Peggy Sue are able to manage their wedding planning effectively as a
This slide presents the sequence table for the wedding planning project. A sequence table is used to organize all project activities in the correct order and to show how each task depends on the previous one. In this table, each activity is listed from A to Y, together with its duration in days, predecessor, and the person in charge. The project starts with budget planning and cost estimation, followed by concept planning, theme selection, and venue arrangement. After that, supporting activities such as catering, decoration, entertainment, and guest management are carried out based on their dependencies. The final phase focuses on event coordination and issue handling, including last-minute problem management. Overall, this sequence table helps the team plan the project systematically, avoid delays, and ensure that all tasks are completed on time with clear responsibilities.
The Responsibility Assignment Matrix, or RAM, illustrates how responsibilities for each project activity are distributed among the key stakeholders involved in the wedding planning project. The purpose of the RAM is to ensure that every task identified in the work breakdown structure has a clearly assigned owner, which helps improve accountability, coordination, and overall project efficiency. Based on the matrix, Tony holds primary responsibility for major planning and decision-making activities. These include budgeting, venue selection, entertainment arrangements, and other tasks that involve financial control and strategic planning. His role reflects his responsibility as one of the main coordinators of the project and ensures that the key decisions are made in a timely manner. Peggy Sue is primarily responsible for coordination and communication-related tasks. Her responsibilities include managing guest invitations and RSVPs, organizing the bridal party, preparing the ceremony schedule, and coordinating activities on the wedding day. This role highlights her involvement in detailed planning and day-to-day coordination, which are essential to the smooth execution of the wedding event. Carmela plays an important role in supporting and leading family-related and ceremonial activities. She is responsible for confirming the official, managing catering arrangements, preparing the guest list from the family side, and handling last-minute issues on the wedding day. Her experience and involvement help ensure that both the ceremony and reception run smoothly. Mildred's responsibilities are focused on creative planning, particularly in relation to decoration and floral themes. Her role is limited to planning and decision-making rather than execution, which aligns with her experience in organizing previous family weddings. External vendors are assigned responsibility for specialized services such as catering execution, ensuring professional service delivery. Overall, the RAM helps to minimize role confusion and task overlap by clearly defining primary and supporting responsibilities. By aligning responsibilities with stakeholder roles described in the case study, the RAM supports effective collaboration, efficient resource management, and the successful completion of the wedding
The
project.
network diagram illustrates the logical sequence and interdependencies of activities involved in the event planning and execution process, starting from the initial planning stage until the final post-event activities. It provides a clear overview of how each task is connected and how the completion of one activity influences the start of subsequent activities. Based on the network diagram, the critical paths begin with the initial planning activities such as budget planning, planning and estimate wedding costs, followed by wedding concept planning and decor and wedding stage preparation. The path then continues through key coordination and preparation stage including venue arrangement, book ceremony venue, confirm arrangement, and confirm officiants. These activities are essential prerequisites that must be completed before the event-related preparation can proceed. The critical paths extend further into major execution-related tasks such as ceremony program, prepare ceremony flow, catering arrangement, confirm catering service, decoration and flowers planning, finalize decoration, entertainment arrangement, and arrange music and sound system. These activities represent the core operational components of the event and are highly dependent on early planning and confirmation stage. Towards the end of the project, the critical path converts into final coordination and completion activities, including event coordination, coordinate ceremony, invite guests, and host thank you event. These activities mark the final phase of the project and determine the actual completion date. Because the activities along this path have zero slack, there is no room for delay without impacting the project overall completion time. It is regarded as critical. Any delay in one of these tasks would have an immediate effect on other tasks and ultimately cause the event's final delivery to be delayed. The project's overall timeline is determined by the sequence of activities, which has the longest total duration when compared to other parallel paths in the network. Project managers can concentrate on the most urgent tasks, distribute resources wisely, and keep a careful eye on developments to prevent delays by comprehending the critical path through the network diagram. As a result, the network diagram is a crucial project management tool for making sure the event is successfully finished on the time.